Diana, Princess of Wales, has died.
Princess Diana's childhood was a blend of aristocratic privilege and emotional challenges. Born into the Spencer family, she enjoyed a life of comfort and access to the royal circle, growing up at Park House on Springingham Estate. However, her parents divorced when she was young, creating a sense of instability, and later she spoke about the difficult and unsettling time. Despite this, Diana displayed a natural warmth and empathy, along with interest in music and dance, hinting at the compassion and grace that would later define her public life. Princess Diana was only 16 when she met Prince Charles, who was 29 and dating Diana's older sister at the time. They met again 3 years later and began dating. This is how her story began. Diana was actively involved in numerous charities and was passionate about her work. By demonstrating her commitment, she instilled in her sons the importance of using their platform to help others. Diana challenged the stigma surrounding AIDS by publicly embracing and interacting with patients. She opened the Landmark AIDS Center in London in 1989 and worked to raise awareness about the disease and its impact.
Broderick Ward of the Middlesex Hospital is the only specially designed AIDS ward in Britain. Today, the hospital reckoned that the princess's visit was worth all the government propaganda put together. She met the staff and the 9 patients and shook hands with them all. But a male nurse on the ward, Shane Snape, who is 28 and is himself HIV infected, spoke out to her about the myths surrounding AIDS.
Well, I think the princess actually helped get that message across by the mere fact that she wasn't wearing gloves and the mere fact that she shook hands with the patients and myself.
Has that made you feel better about the whole thing?
But certainly in the respect that the lead up to Princess Diana coming was, will she or won't she wear gloves? And she didn't. I mean, I believe she wouldn't, and she's lived up to what I believe.
Diana's work to ban landmines was perhaps one of her most well-known causes. She traveled to Angola to visit landmine victims and raise awareness about the devastating effects of these weapons. Her efforts contributed to the eventual signing of the Ottawa Treaty, which banned the use of landmines.
Ma'am, a government minister's home has said you're a loose cannon by supporting this campaign. Do you have any reaction to that?
Well, Jenny, I'm only trying to highlight a problem that's going on all around the world. That's all.
There are said, ladies and gentlemen, to be around 110 million mines lurking somewhere in the world. One of my objectives in visiting Angola was to forward the cause of those, like the International Red Cross, striving in the name of humanity to secure an international ban on these weapons.
Despite some media skepticism about her unconventional charity work, Princess Diana continued to fight for causes that were overlooked by others. These were just a few of the over 100 charities that Diana supported. Her organization worked on issues like leprosy, cancer, and homelessness. She often made personal visits to hospitals and shelters, showing compassion and empathy to those in need.
Diana arrived unannounced in the Bullring near Waterloo Station to meet the homeless who live there. Accompanied only by members of the charity Centrepoint who had arranged the visit, she spent the evening listening to the stories of the men and women of Cardboard City.
She woke me up. I love her.
She was interested in how we manage and how we cope down here.
In my bash, we call it, but if she could have a look in my house, and I said, yeah, be my guest, sort of thing.
Can we have a look as well?
Yes, certainly. She was quite impressed. I got a bed and asked me where I got it from, and I explained I found it in a skip, and got it here. And she was rather impressed with that. Other thing she said, because the way I'm dressed, just shorts on, sort of me hat. She said, "Oh, I see you dressed specially for me," sort of thing. And I just cracked a joke saying, "We Savile Row suits in the cleaners at the moment."
Visit came just 1 week after a speech by Prince Philip declaring the end of poverty in Britain, and a call by John Major for the streets to be cleared of beggars. The timing was not lost on the beggars themselves.
But, I was quite impressed myself, personally, to be quite honest. It's just nice to see somebody who I know cared.
Diana was passionate about helping children in need. She supported organizations like the Great Ormond Street Hospital and the Diana Princess of Wales Memorial, which continues to support young children today.
Not just one admirer for the princess on Valentine's Day, but hundreds. She came to visit sick children at Great Ormond Street Hospital, where she opened a new kidney unit.
Thank you.
Princess Diana met children with kidney failure who are dependent on machines. They're on dialysis 3 times a week for 4 hours until they can have a transplant.
How are you?
Rabia, for instance, has been waiting 5 years for a kidney transplant. The journeys to and from hospital disrupt schooling and tire the patients. The hospital hopes this visit will not only have boosted the children's morale, but raised awareness of the need for more organ donors.
Our mother taught William and I was the value of doing good when no one is watching.
She achieved so much in her life, from helping to shatter the stigma around AIDS, to fighting to ban landmines, and supporting the homeless. She touched the lives of millions. The truth is, though, that she was taken at only 36, just slightly older than I am today. And of course, we can never know what our mother would have gone on to do.
It is really a mystery what the Princess of Wales would have gone on to do. All we know is it would have been extraordinary. Prince William and Prince Harry continue where Princess Diana left off by assuming the responsibilities, taking over causes that were close to her heart.
I'm not a political figure. I am a humanitarian figure, and always have been and always will be.